It's week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see DJ Moore, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Chargers and the Vikings, just ahead on EA Sports.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers.
I'm Brandon Gaudin, to my right, Charles Davis. Happy to be with you. And CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, and wear you down and own the time of possession. But then on the other side, you got an offense who thinks pass first, second, and third, and they're up near the top of the league in passing yards, and they like to strike quickly. We'll see which style of offense prevails in this one.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one.
Here we go.
They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest.
O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. First and 10, it's Patterson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Henry here.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11, Thomas. 11.
Now Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 3rd down, Burrow. Going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down.
Burrow. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. James has got it, complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
Let's talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now Volt up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield, showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around it. This could really help them on their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Inside handoff, Henry.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Vikings at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. They proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Right back to him on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. finds a man with a crossing route.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down carry for Henry.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive also, 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Viking kicker, Daniel Carlson. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Again, he finds more. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I'm fine, ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Richie James, as the first half is winding
taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
From the 6.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is caught. It's Davis. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let it fly for Austin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with 49ers. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Vikings. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that just set them up well for the second half to come. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now a handoff to Henry.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Back to throw here.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, a 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Burrow will throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17.
So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We're going to get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he's got it.
catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's James. Touchdown, Chargers. Richie James with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Drake Jackson.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, obviously, the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows. Erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walton. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the confidence of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Lewis. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's got room. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Muscle burst right there.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Holding offense.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11, 12, 12.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Then he is out of bounds. The 30.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.
So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me,
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, you know I go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the stairs. I ain't taking no from my and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cube bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss.